Okay, where to start? Hi everyone, my name's Shannon, 33 years old, live in Arizona. Um, I'm on here because, well, I want to be an inspiration to people. I want the journey that I'm going through to be worth something, and not just for me, for other people. Uh, where to begin? Where to begin? Um, I'm married, been married for 3 years. My husband's an amazing, wonderful man. We met, I was in a nursing home. I was confined to a nursing home at such a young age because my weight was so out of control that I could not care for myself, and I had nobody that could care for me or who was willing. My husband does everything pretty much for me. Between him and my attendant care worker, who is one of my very best friends, they help me shower, they help me dress. My friend cooks my dinners, my husband makes my lunches and makes my breakfasts. You know, my life is consistent of wheelchairs and walkers. This has only been for the last maybe 10 years of my life. Now, you're probably wondering what happened and where to go wrong. I'd always had a weight problem. Uh, Growing up, I was always bigger than everyone. I graduated high school, I was probably about 350 pounds. Um, I moved from California, where I grew up, out here to Arizona the year I graduated high school with my family. We wanted to make a change, and my dad and my brother came out here first, and I followed a few months later. When the first year we were here, didn't have a problem with my weight. Yeah, I was still overweight, but I was in the pool 24/7. Me and my brother literally were called the fish people by the groundskeepers at the apartment complex we lived in. That's how much we were in the pool. We were not used to the summers. They get hot here. Boy, let me tell you. Um, about 2002, I was working out here, and about 2000, year 2000, I was working my very first job, 18, 19 years old, hadn't worked before, fresh out of high school. Uh, Dad fell in love, moved in with his girlfriend. So, here I was, 18, 19 years old, thought, hey, okay, I'm ready to move out on my own. So that's what I did. I moved out and got an apartment with some friends, and ended up losing my job. Needless to say, my friends kicked me out. Um, I ended up going to California again with my mother and my stepfather, which was a whole other nightmare. I will get into that some other day. I was there about a year and a half and had to leave suddenly. Now, during this whole time, I was still with my high school sweetheart. even though I had lived in Arizona, long distance relationship and everything. So I moved down from Northern California to the Central Valley, and moved in with my high school sweetheart. Decided I wanted to go to college and do something with myself, make something of myself. I saw how hard my high school sweetheart worked at a dead end job and didn't want that for myself. And started college. Well, my high school sweetheart is now my ex since I'm married now. And things became pretty bad after living together for a year. He became very verbally abusive to me, and finally I had enough and moved to Arizona, back here to Tucson, Arizona, where I live now, in 2003, January of 2003. I stayed with a friend of mine and her husband. Needless to say, for some reason, I don't even remember why, she booted me out, which was fine. So I ended up stubborn me, just as stubborn and pig-headed as my father. Was homeless from April of 2003 till August of 2003. I was trying to get into a women's shelter and they denied me, and I was so depressed because of everything that had been going on in my life. I sat on the curb behind a McDonald's and took a whole bottle of pills and tried to kill myself. I was taken to the hospital. I was put in the psychiatric hospital, diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So basically, if I'm happy, I'm overly happy. If I'm sad and depressed, I'm very, very sad and depressed and want to kill myself. There's no medium. There's no medium line for me. Bipolar disorder is also known as manic depression. I was put on crap loads of medications trying to get me under control because my moods were so bad. I would be sitting there. One minute I'd be talking to you talking like I'm talking to you guys now. Next minute I'd be bawling and trying to kill myself. Literally, my moods were horrible. Now, what doctors really don't tell you is a lot of these medications cause you to eat and eat and eat. So, made an already fat person gain more and more weight. I am now at my heaviest, which is 723 pounds. I'm not going to lie. I have recently been watching YouTube and found several inspirations on here. Several women that just have shown me that regardless of my size or how old I am or where I come from, I'm beautiful and I'm worth it. My husband has a lot to do with that as well. It has taken me a very long time to get to a point where I cared. So in the last few months, in the last year, I've started college. I go to school online. Now that I've done that and started that, I was ecstatic to find out my only brother and his girlfriend are expecting their first child together. She has 2 already. This is my brother's first, which I'm ecstatic to be an aunt. But I want to be an aunt that I never had. I want to be that aunt that they can come over and, you know, movie night and just pile them with junk and send them home. You know, I want to be the aunt that takes them to Disneyland, that takes them to the water parks, uh, to the park, to the zoo. You know, I want to do those things. I also want to have a family of my own. I never wanted that until I met my husband. Until I met him, I was fine with not ever having kids, not ever leaving the nursing home. And he showed me a different life. So, the last couple months, I've been seeing a doctor, a surgeon here in my area to try and get the gastric bypass surgery. And I want to take you guys along with me. I want to show everyone out there that you can do it regardless of who you are, what you look like, your size, anything. You can do it if you put your mind to it. And you're worth it. So that's what this channel is going to be. I'm going to show you some of the basic exercises I do. I'm going to show you what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. Um, I'm going to take you along on this journey. Going to come on and talk to you guys when I'm miserable and hating life because I can't have a piece of candy or hell, just even a piece of bread. Um, so, if that's something that you guys would like to see, please, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And, the only thing I can say really from now is here we go. And it's a journey. And it's going to be one well worth it. And I want to bring you guys along. I want you guys with me. And I hope to see you guys along the way. I want everyone, male, female, gay, straight, brown, purple, pink, blue, orange, I don't care who you are. You're worth it.